Welcome to Alpha Proto. I'm Alpha Proto, and today I have returned. Hi, everybody. It's been around 3 weeks, and I haven't streamed. I haven't worked on this RFY DDT since then. I've been looking for like work, and then there's other opportunities I look for, and I'm like, hey, I could be doing this, I could be doing that, and that would probably get me more work if I did that. But yeah, I've been applying for jobs and stuff too. So, and every time I try to start up a stream, I don't know, it takes a while to get the stream started. I always plan to have it on an hour or on half an hour, and I always forget. So I'm sorry about that. I auditioned. No, I didn't. I applied to be an extra in a TV show. Well, I'll just say what it is. A show called The Chosen, and it's like takes place in the Middle East. And I was like, oh, that's a good opportunity. It's not very far away. I can't believe they're filming this close. So what I did was I didn't get a haircut and I didn't shave my beard. And it was going to be a 2-week shoot, and I gave my availability. It said take a photo, send it. I never got a call back, so I didn't get to be an extra, but I kept the beard anyway. Then I applied. Then I saw that there was a job opening for creating, costumes, mascots. I was like, hey, that's kind of like the monster costumes I've been making. So I applied for that. They were looking for somebody who could sew. I can't sew. I can sew, but I can't sew. They make professional grade, like, mascots. They said they make the mascots that every Chuck E. Cheese in America commissions from, So it's like $1,000 suits, multi-thousand grand suits. All right. I applied for another job. Splinterlands, drawing assets for a game called I think the game's called Splinterlands, but the property might be called Splinterlands. I don't know. Got turned down for that, and I was like, oh. There's another job I want. There's 2 other jobs I want I haven't applied for, but I should. But I need to up my game. I want to apply for Way Forward. They're looking for tile artists. I've never done tile art, pixel art. I do character animation and stuff. It's not too far. I feel like if I show my work, they'll be looking for tile art, and there's none. I don't know. Not a lot of people have tile art portfolios, and I certainly don't. It's mostly animation and illustration. So, yeah, guess I've got to practice doing some tile art and put that in a portfolio. What else is there? Oh, I took part in a drawing. Somebody named Quasimodo or something. Picture of a hot dog. It's pretty interesting. That got me some good views on Twitter. I mean, some hearts on Twitter. I think they're called hearts. I'll show it. It's my art. Where's my art? It's been a really long time since I drew. I really should at least draw ideally every day, but for me, once a month, it's pretty decent. All right, what do we got? Put this on my screen and show y'all what's up. I want it load. Come on. Once it loads, I'll show you. Doesn't seem like anybody's here yet. If you're here, raise your hand. Say here. All right. This is what I worked on. These are just the flats for it. I think they turned out pretty good. I like it. Actually, that's not the main stage, is it? Let me go to my main stage. There we go. I'm out of practice. But yeah, that was a trip. This is a hot dog right there. Let me see what else. It's a trip. Okay. Actually did 2 versions of this. And that's a tooth. She's beating up this guy from Final Fight 2. This right here is actually the background. This whole picture is based off of this drawing is based off of a action figure photo I took. So out of practice, I took a picture of an action figure to get the poses. And this one right here is with bloom. Added a little bloom to the colors. And it's not really noticeable, is it? Well, I'll upload it to Twitter. It got some likes, some traction. But it's just a bummer. You do all this work and you put time and effort into a piece of art and it doesn't get attention. What I want is for it to get attention so that I could get commissions, so I can get money. Money is a very good motivator. And this is the black and white one. I really like the black and white art too. Did this with a brush. I was going to actually sketch all of that out. But yeah, Maki's a cool character. Final Fight 2 reference. Anyway, since I'm on my desktop, let's talk about this. Street Fighter 3, 3x2. Street Fighter 6, yes. It's like people don't notice this Shinsha Ryuken. I've seen comments where people say, oh, the Shinsha Ryuken, why does it look like this? I don't like the black and white. And it's like, this is what it looks like after he charges to Denji and then does the Shinsha Ryuken. When he doesn't channel the power of nothingness, you know, for that install, that temporary install, you know, like Tekken does sometimes. It just looks like this. It was hard getting the screen cap. I posted it on Fighters Generation. I'm on the Fighters Generation Discord. So, I'm sorry, I've just been kind of blabbering for about 10 minutes about everything. I hope the stream is going good. Yeah. As far as bitrate is pretty high. It's in the green, right? Good stuff. Oh, now it's into yellow. Uh-oh, there we go. Anyway, let's go back to Batrice. No, what? Nah. Yeah, maybe I should edit out all the other stuff at the beginning. No, that was telling how I've been doing. Yeah, I've been doing some Alexander Trap streams. Fighting game Fridays, basically. That's what they've been. It's a shame that I guess when someone else is in charge of starting up a stream and getting all the resources and stuff together and the people, things go a lot smoother than they do with me. Which that wasn't the case. Oh, another thing. I don't know if you guys can see. Well, I shouldn't assume you were all guys. All right. Oh, it's Trap Productions. Hello. I didn't see you there. Okay, no, it won't show. Anyway, I've got a new in-between. A new preamp. I've got a new preamp, so is my voice okay? Is it like super low? Can hear you loud and clear. Oh, cool. Because last time I used this thing, I sounded like Darth Vader. Sounded more like, I think Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because I did an impression of him during the stream, and I thought it sounded pretty good. I should have intentionally just tried to sound like Shredder, and it would have been cool. Alright, this is what we did last time. We got this done. So for this stream, I am going to adjust the sizes. I could have did this offline, But then every time I tried to, it was like, I really want to document this. And it's like, I put too much thought into my streams, I guess. This Shred Production says, well, maybe next time you can sound like Shredder. Here's the story about the preamp. I think I posted this on Twitter, but I know you're not on Twitter. But the majority of people I have are on Twitter. I went to eBay to buy a new in-between. I decided on the Scarlet, some Scarlet 3rd generation, 2Y2 or something. That's what pops into mind. Go to eBay, I see one, I'm like, whoa, that's cheap. I buy it. Then I say, wait, that's 2nd generation. I want a 3rd generation. So I cancel that order. And I say, you know what? It's been a while since I've just shopped everywhere online. You know, what if I just search for this thing online? So what I ended up doing was going to Bing search, typing it in, going to shopping, and then just looking for the lowest price. And I was like, whoa, $53. Well, this runs for like $111. I was like, cool. So I ordered it. And I was like, what site is this? Is this a legitimate site? I don't think it is. But I paid for it with PayPal. I feel dumb for doing that. I got so impulsive and wanting to buy something that I wanted for cheap that I went to a fake website. At least I think it's a fake website. I think it was called Am I Right? And I'll show you guys. I'll show y'all. Yeah, just because you see a deal doesn't mean it's legit. You need to be more, not frugal. Being frugal is what got me into this. You need to be more discerning of where you spend your money online. Well, at least I do, because that was a bad idea. Very bad idea. I think I don't delete my search history. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. They said 1 to 2 days to ship. They didn't even send the email. That's the thing. Air Emery. That's what it's called. Like, I clicked on it and I was like, oh, what I want's here. But then I actually went, hey, where's the site, though? Let me check out the site. And then it's just a bunch of random... It just looks like a Squarespace website. So yeah, I got duped because I wanted to believe so bad. I just wanted to save some money. But probably got my money stolen. Let me see if I can find the... Now, it'll probably show my address, won't it? Maybe not. Let me find the site. Because the first thing I thought after I bought it was like, is this site legit? And I was like, maybe I should have searched that before I actually sent them money. But yeah, it's like men's clothing. And it's like, then why do they have electronics equipment here? Shields up. See, this is like warnings. It's like, this is the site? Where's the stuff? Where is it? It's like, oh, here. I see nothing. Tees, tanks, like it's clothes. Why are there clothes here if people are selling it? It's just generic models. And I was like, I didn't want to buy clothes. I want to buy electrical equipment. Why would they have electrical equipment on this? But yeah, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, you know. I looked up their shipping policy and all that stuff, but there's no reason that stuff should be there. That was a big mistake. I really want to see if I've... Oh, is this it? No. Yeah, but yeah, they had electrical equipment there. They had a Scarlet whatever. 3rd gen there. No, I shouldn't have bought it there. It's not a legit... I don't think it's a legitimate site at all. That was stupid of me. Anyway, yeah, we're going to be doing some art today. Maybe I should even redo the intro. I feel like I should cut this part out. I know I feel like telling everyone where I've been and stuff. But, oh, this Trap Production says, maybe you can get your money back. Yeah. I feel like giving it 2 weeks, because if my money's gone, it's gone. But I'll give it 2 weeks just in case it does show up, because it's like 8 to 10 days or something. And if it doesn't show up, I'll just go to PayPal and ask for my money back. Because I didn't see any return option there. That's how shifty the site is. And yeah, Air Army or whatever. I tried to look it up and it doesn't even really give results. So yeah, money's really tight. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna spend this money on this thing. Get a new preamp. It's gonna be worth it. Oh, because I got a voice acting job. And I used that preamp, and for some reason my browser's audio went out. They wanted us to use Google Teams to do the voiceover session. It was for a commercial. Not really a commercial. It was a training video for a company. I don't want to say because I don't want to get in trouble. But man, I was nervous. I printed out the paper, my script. It wasn't even a long script. It was about like 4 paragraphs. You could say, when you say it perfectly, it's like under like 1 minute and 30 seconds. But when you mess up, it's a session. Oh, thank you. I still haven't got the money hasn't cleared for that. I got really embarrassed though. Like I was like, because I record here, you know, the padding and the sound foam everywhere. But it's not soundproof, it's just sound treated, so it doesn't echo. Plus I use this thing. The microphone it's in here. So that stops more reverb. It's like, and I have 2 puff filters on there, so I take it serious, but I try to make money and not spend money. But you got to spend money to make money sometimes. But yeah, I got that job through voices.com. And that was the first session I'd have, except for you, Alexander Trapp, it's Trapp Productions. I've never done a live recording session. And there was like 3 people there. And I'm like sitting there and I'm like on the browser and I'm like, in Microsoft Teams, it's just basically like Streamlabs or Zoom, but it's not. And they just gave me a link. They said, okay, you just gotta click on the link and you'll be in the room. So I click on that, I go into the room. They show up at 2:30, or was it 1:30? 1:30, and I'm like, can you hear me? Hello? And then I don't hear anything back. And then like the chat, they have a chat log where they can just type stuff in there. It's like, just call us, because they gave me a phone number to call in if I had to. So I call in and I have my phone right here. Well, let's pretend this is my phone. So I'm like talking to them on the phone, and then I've got the microphone here. So guess what? It's like echoing because they can hear themselves and they can hear me through the microphone and they can hear me through the phone. And they're like, can you like turn off the phone? And it's like, how am I gonna get? I'm like, I can't talk back to you if you turn off. I can't hear you if I turn off the phone. They're like, yeah, can you just turn it down really low then, I guess? And they were really nice. You know, like there were 2 women and a guy. They're like, yeah, this is great. Yeah, great. You're doing wonderful. This sounds amazing. And I'm like, oh, cool, good. But it's like, I'd have to go like this and then I put the phone down while I recorded. And then when I didn't have the camera on me, so it was all by sound. They were like, so I tried to get through, and every time I messed up, I tripped over my words because I speak a little too fast. So I went through the script all the way through once, the best I could, and then they said, okay, we're going to go through each paragraph, or was it sentence? I think it was each paragraph. We're going to go through each paragraph, and we're going to try to get the best take. We're going to modify the takes each time to see. They wanted a variety of each paragraph before they could have a choice to work from. So we went through all that. That took about, overall the session took about 30 minutes, but it was mostly, how was that? Okay, cool. Now go to the next one. Was that all right? Okay. Man, it just went wrong. You know, in the back of your mind where you're like, I've never done this, I'm going to be really as prepared as I can be. Yeah, it was awkward. And it's like, oh man, everything, I planned for stuff, but I didn't plan for this. It's always the things you don't plan for that pop up. But yeah, I've been voice acting mostly. I've auditioned for some stuff. Man, like before, on Thursday, I did like some auditions for an anime that's really cool. I wish I could be part of it because it's like they're going to be recording for a few weeks if I get it. It's a series. And I was talking, and I thought, I'm trying to do the voice. I got to get there. So I spent my time talking like this, basically, you know? And you talk like it doesn't hurt, but after a while, it just starts to, it starts grating on your vocal cords, you know? And it is talking like that all the time. So, after that was done, it took me about 2 hours to get through all the characters, and then my throat. The next day I woke up and I'm like, feeling froggy. So the first thing I thought when you guys were like, whoa, your voice is lower. I'm like, I was thinking, really? And you're like, yeah, Darth Vader. I'm like, dang. I know my voice is a little hoarse from that, but it's not that bad. Anyway. Wow, I think I've spent the past 15 minutes talking. I actually would invite you through Discord to talk. I have actually got a Discord, but since I don't know, I didn't invite anybody into it because usually I would invite people who. Oh yeah, I did listen back to the live stream. Yeah, you guys can listen to Alexander Trapp's live stream from Friday where we play Skullgirls. It's on It's a Trap Productions. Wow. It was actually kind of funny. I actually kind of liked the stream a little more. I like listening to it back a little more because it was so awkward and strange. And especially with the way I talk, I get really excited, so my voice goes higher than I normally speak. Especially, I think they call it being on for the camera or for the microphone. Sure. But for me, I don't know, it's weird hearing a indecisive sounding shredder, basically. I'm really indecisive, so it's like, it just sounded weird hearing someone with such a deep voice and such a cheery mood. But yeah, I'm going to go back to the title card. And we should actually start. I should actually start working. Because I've probably been speaking for an hour. And I'll probably start the stream from here. Because I don't know, I think people would rather. I don't know, last time I edited the stream. And it turned out pretty good. Except for my voiceover, I should have made a script. But I'm still talking. Sorry. I don't know if it's nerves or just I feel like talking a lot. Then there was Memorial Day and family came over and I wasn't expecting them. Yeah, I'll cut this out later. This is a weird stream so far. It's a lot of weird stuff. I need insurance for my car so I can get my car inspected and registered. I called the insurance company about it. I'm trying to find a good insurance company too. It's a whole bunch of stuff. There's a lot of responsibilities I got to take care of. But I hope watching this animation on a loop has not been boring. So let's do this backwards. The character needs to be about this big. His legs are about this short. They're bent, but not too bent. I should probably change the reference to this. Because right now the reference is Alex from Third Strike. But I'm not referencing the animation anymore. What I'm referencing is the character I'm drawing. So let me open up another reference layer without leaking anything. By leaking, I mean character leaks. Okay. Where are you? That is not the layer. This is weird. It's not referencing anything. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, check that out. It's not supposed to be like this. Oh boy. Anyway, I can fix this. I don't need the mic this close either. Don't need this mic this close. You can still hear me. That's all right. This is okay. It's fine. Let me get rid of this. Undo. Okay. Wow, I don't know what to do. Reference layer. What if I use... I'll go here. And I'll save this as a PNG. Name it reference. Batrice reference. Come on. Bring me down, man. Okay, that's saved. Now I'll just take away this reference layer. I don't think I'll need the DDT one anymore. Well, yeah, I will. I probably will. When I put the frames back, I'll just move it. I think it'll be all right. Okay, layer. Add reference layer. Batrice. Right. Reference. Batrice reference. What are so many? Oh well. Oh, it turned each frame into a... When I saved it as a PNG, it exported all the frames as PNGs. That's weird. I didn't ask for it to do that. Skip. Oh boy, that's wrong. Okay, we'll try this again. Okay. Now we'll go to add reference. Just want one PNG. Just want one. PNG 50. Okay. Do you want to load the following files as animation? No. I just want one frame. Skip. And I don't know why it's saving PNGs as... Okay, oh, okay, that wasn't... That was the onion skin, okay. Well, forget a reference layer. We don't need that. I will just open the file in a different window. So I'll go here, open it. I guess I'll agree. And if you want to see two windows at once, you have to drag them like that. There, I'll keep this over here and that'll be my height reference. These squares are good for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-ish. I don't know why it worked as frames. See, it's all the same thing, so why is it doing that? Why are there 3? That's a sprite for you. It's something. All right. After about an hour, wait, that was about 30 minutes of talking, right? Yeah, probably about 30 minutes of talking. It's time for me to actually do some sprite work. Golly. But I have been doing a little bit of work on Hyper Dragon Ball Z, so that's good. Really? I haven't been? I mean, come on, that's like 2 episodes of TMNT. Yeah. Well, one episode. Maybe about 6 segments of Tiny Toons Adventures. Well, I'm dating myself right now. Maybe I should use more recent animated features. 6 dexterous labs. No, that's still old, isn't it? Whatever. Let's animate some stuff. What I'm gonna do is use this lasso tool, and I'm gonna go through these sketches and make sure that the body parts don't get too big compared to this. This leg's probably too long. I am on the wrong layer. Okay. This is the layer we're working with. And oh, that's just a background for help my eyes rest. So let's run. Normal mode, darken, robot, whatever. Right, working on this layer. I think, whoa. So if you press the D button, no wait, D button's deselect for me. What I press, S? No, S is save. F? Yep, if you press F, it'll fill in. That makes sense, F for fill. Yeah. So, you press the F button, at least with the way I have it set. What the heck? Yeah, it made an outline. Is that the S button that did that? Yep. Interesting. I'll have to remember that. Okay. Oh, come on. That took me a while to read that, but yeah. This Truck Production says, don't date yourself. Go see other people. Really? 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 You know what I meant. You know what I meant. Anyway, we're working. We're working. So these legs are about one, including the feet, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if I don't include the feet, how long go? 1, 2, 3. About 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's about right. Pretty big feet. One, two, three. 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a long leg. Okay. Let's do this. Strut Productions says, now you know what it feels like. Oh, come on. I'm hilarious. My chats are hilarious. I put a lot of thought into my jokes. Which is the first thing that comes to mind. And that's a lot. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's about right. Well, I made the butt smaller though. One. It's just 1, 2, 3. Whoa. About here then. It's about here. It's about 1. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It's at an angle. It's about. Still seems pretty big character. Oh yeah, sure. I'll work. Yeah, feel bad about not working on this, but I feel bad about not streaming too. But I really thought I was going to be an extra on that show. I thought they would take anybody. I mean, like, it might not look Middle Eastern, but you know, there was a lot of people from the Middle East in the area, in that area at the time. So I figured I'd, you know, be doing something. Maybe I could have been a eunuch or something. Like wearing a vest and a turban or whatever. Man, these legs are way too big. It's mostly the knees, though. I actually like where the knees ended up, so let's do this. Okay, I didn't want to use the onion skin. It just makes it easier. Kind of chickened out. Oh, this is a shake frame, so... Yeah, this is really confusing. I should Yeah, I should number these frames. That's what I did with Blazing Strike. Wrong game. But yeah, let me check these to see if they repeat. I don't know which Alex frames repeat. Whatever Alex frames repeat, those are the frames that repeat on here, so... 20. Oops. Yeah, I think this is a new one, 21. Two. Three. Actually, maybe should the programmer do this? The programmer has in the screen shake. Yeah, I'm gonna take these frames away. I know the shake makes it look more impactful, but that's more of a programmer thing. Okay, let's get these numbers go. Okay. So I'm going to delete this. Okay, let me save. I'll save it, and I'll save this as a... I'll save it as a... for prestige in case something happens, you know? If something happens to happen, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have did that, I could just go back to the way it was. So I will save as a sprite file. Yeah, okay, DDT out, name it 2. Or why DDT number 2. Oh, underslash. 2. There. Now I have a backup in case something happens. I did notice I recorded the stream. I did some test recordings to see how my audio mixed. And overall, I did notice that with this M audio, preamp that the audio doesn't match my mouth flaps the way that it should. But it sounds okay. It sounds pretty good. So we can work with that. We will work with that. So, let's get to the deleting. Keep that one. And Alt-C deletes. And I'll keep those other ones. It kind of helps show that he's moving across the screen. Alright, turn off the reference layer. Turn this on. Turn off that. Okay, let's look. It looks way different without the screen shake. It still has impact though, which is good. It looks like a kathunk. Kathunk. More like I can work with that. Instead of the sliding, I can edit this right here into a new frame. Turn it into an in-between. There we go. Use this. I am working at 2 pixels big. I have the red and blue tint working, so I can tell the frame to the left and a frame to the right from each other easier. Right, so zoom in. It's just hard for me to tell what I'm looking at. Even with the red and blue lines and stuff. We gotta do straight in betweens. Get the arms here. So zoom out. Fit screen. Okay, I'll turn onion skin off. I'm blinding myself with this onion skin. So this is where the hand is. That's where it ends up. I say that, then I turn it right on. What's wrong with me? Okay. So the foot's here, it's here, and it's up here. So what about here? That does make the get up look smoother. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll go on 10 and 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Character still looks too big. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, it's too long. This is the feet? I don't think it's that bad. This doesn't look so great. It looks huge. think that's about right. Now I've got to trace over the original sketch. Hey, Joe Man. Ace the Joe Man. I'm doing okay. I am finally back after a hiatus. YouTube said it's been 3 weeks since I last streamed. I only streamed about 2 hours and 40 minutes. So basically, I did one stream last month. That's not gonna work as far as like letting people see my art. I've got to market better. I've got to spend more time doing this. So right now, I am fixing the proportions on this animation I did last stream. And I'm cleaning it up a little bit at the moment. So I can go over it again with a thin line. I think I will use this yellow on 1 pixel. So I'll open up another layer. Blue may be better. No, it's too much blue. There's not a lot of red. That's why I use that color. So yeah, I'm gonna go over this with some. I'm gonna try to get some final line art on this. I'm gonna turn the opacity down a little bit. I'm gonna turn this one up. How's that look? I never did. Well, I did this last stream, but this is something new I'm working around with. After I'm done getting this all 1 line thick, I think I'll turn all the line art black, because that's what this character looks like, but line art's black. I should simplify it and then add the details later, but I don't know. I keep breaking the rules. What's wrong with me? I have it set to pixel perfect. Oh, the last stream? No worries, Ace Joe the Man. It's been a month, and I only did 1 stream last time, so yeah, I've been missing my own streams, technically. I've been working on some Hyper Dragon Ball Z stuff on the side. I've worked on another pixel art game on the side. And I've been auditioning for some roles. I don't know what this is. What is that again? Let me go through these frames. I'll go backwards. Oh, I think it's a band on the top of the head, right? Keep the shape? No. I don't know. Is it just a circle? Oh, they're... I'm used to characters with claws having black claws. And this character has white claws. Oh yeah, there's another difference between now and when I streamed this last time. There's a deadline for a presentation we're going to do with Blazing World Stars that's coming up. So before it was like, yeah, just, just whenever you have time or whenever you can. But now it's getting closer to, yeah, we need to get things together. Make sure progress is being made. Okay. Toenails in. Toes. But yeah, Hyper Dragon Ball Z, I'm trying to get more done with Pilaf. I have been posting a bit of my progress with that. I'm trying not to get too complacent with what I'm working on. I want to make sure I don't stop working. I'm trying to have a better work ethic. I think I've been talking too much on Discord. Been doing more talking than... Same thing, I've been in YouTube chats and stuff. I've been going to too many streams. I have this problem where I have to actually watch the streams. Like a lot of you are probably just listening to it right now. And it's mostly Wizzy music, Wizzy Whip It Wonderful music, which I haven't listened to in a while. So it's nice hearing Wizzy's music again. And it's my speaking. I can hear my hand on the glass. There we go. What does it look like? I think that's fairly clean. I don't think I'm... Well, that's one. I don't know how long that took. Okay, let's round the time up to 11:40 Central Time and see how long it takes me to do the line art for this. I can figure out where I want the ear to be. The ear's actually... I'm going to enlarge this. This is... What is it zoomed in on? 200? Okay, let's put this at 200 then. actually set this pin. When I do a forward click on it, that goes to pin. I do a back, it goes to eyedropper. That way I won't have to go over here every time. Pretty far away, so you have to be right next to the screen. Yeah. This is set to eraser, but as a problem, it starts dragging. Actually, this is not erasing. Well. Yeah, 1140. I don't think that little excursion may have been an excursion, I guess. Counts. But yeah, 1140 until let's just see how long it takes me to finish lining this up. I mean cleaning it up. Same thing, right? I don't know. Oh, I see. The goggles are attached to this brown thing. This brown thing is what the goggles are attached to. And they're placed over the brim of the hat. There, that looks like a smile. Mischievous smile. Fingernails. It's a thumb. No, wait. I think it's down here. I think the thumb's down here. Well, let's check the reference. How does Alex have his hand? Okay, thumb's about here, so it's like a... I'll do this. These little tufts. Is that the word? Tufts of hair. There. There's wrinkles right here. Sleeves are rolled up. Collars here. Goes around here. Yeah, I will end up doing some Hyper Dragon Ball Z sprite work. I just need to get to a point where I can, like the stuff I've been posting on my community tab, that stuff that's okay because it's kind of cryptic, you know. It's not giving anything away. It's not leaking like Street Fighter did. I think Team Z2 has a better record of not leaking things than Capcom does. Oh boy. I may take this line away. Yeah, sure. Let's take it away. Don't really care for it. Okay. 2 buttons. They're down there. They're actually supposed to be up here. I guess the... I don't know. Yeah, they're down here. It's just foreshortening, I guess. Yeah. So I'll put these here. Here. Actually, I think that leg's too long. So let's fix it. Toes can stay where they are, though. At the heel back. Oh, I saw Sonic 2. Finally got to see the movie Sonic 2. I liked it. I liked it more than the first movie. But it's mainly because I didn't see it. I think it's because I didn't see the spoilers. By spoilers, I mean I didn't watch all the trailers. I didn't see any of I watched the first teaser trailer. And that's just because I wanted to see what Knuckles looked like. I may have skipped the whole trailer, just turned my head the whole time, and then when I heard Knuckles, I looked and I saw Knuckles, so that may be why I enjoyed the movie so much. I pieced together movies in my mind if I see scenes. Like, they might think, oh, it's just 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. No, my brain just, it stitches all those moments together, and I have the movie in my head and I'm just waiting for scenes. I actually like the idea of not knowing when I don't like. I end up guessing what section of the movie I'm at by the stuff I saw in the trailer. I'll be like, okay, I haven't seen this scene yet. I haven't seen this shot yet. I haven't seen this shot yet. And I'm just waiting for it. So there's no surprise on, like, when is the movie going to end, you know? Otherwise, I'm like, can't end until... Okay, that took 8 minutes for that one frame. Is it done, though? Actually, could I use straight up black? I don't know, that's kind of harsh. About there. This is based on Alex's animation from Third Strike. They used the same frame twice to lead into the grab. Oh, I think this is the same frame for it's just like when the attack is actually activated, I think. I'm kind of tired. It'll be nice to wake up early, but every time I wake up early, I say, maybe this will be the day I stream. No. No, when I go to bed early, I can't fall asleep. because I'm thinking about what I should be doing. I kind of want to do a startup frame. Or is it anticipation? Because he's here, 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 and just grabs. I kind of want to go farther back. I don't know if that's good for gameplay, though. I want to make this arm go back more, and then go into this. But I think this is all a gameplay thing, based on the reference I have. So I'm just going to stick to it. I think I got an okay reaction to the edited stream, but editing in that stream wore me out. I edited it thinking, okay, I'm going to finish editing this stream, and then later in a couple hours I'm going to go stream again. Ugh. Now sitting at the computer looking at audio and cutting stuff and trying to record voiceover. By the time I was done, I was like, that's content. I'm not going to stress over it. I put content out. Actually, maybe I made this arm too long. Someone make a baked potato. It's my brother cooking. It smells like that brisket. I can't, like, we have a brisket from a few weeks ago that we have in the refrigerator. It's a really cold refrigerator. But smoked with oak wood. And oak wood makes me feel bad. Like, it's new to me. It's like, we just started using oak wood. My dad just started using it. I don't care for it. I'm gonna copy this just for consistency. I don't. Let me edit this. Deselect. Go about here. Okay, that's good. I'll put this here. Cool. Okay, these two. I guess I'll make those move up here. From here to here. Because they're supposed to be up here. I'm just trying to make up the difference. Actually, I'll erase this one. Just like this one showing right here. I'll make it seem like it's under here somewhere. Okay. I think that works better. No, that's not an elbow. It's more like elbow's about here. Yeah, the artists nowadays that get their work through social media, they post every day. I thought it was completed work, but usually they'll post the line art too. They'll post the sketch, the line art, the flats, and then the final. So that's like 4 things. Like, post each step of the process. I've never really committed to being a. I've never tried being a online, getting noticed from Twitter and Instagram and stuff with my art. Just YouTube, because it's a I'm documenting my progress in my art and what I'm working on by streaming this. And I think that's what my mission statement at the start of my video is. It's like, this is me documenting the progress of the work I'm working on or something. I think these are brass knuckles / knuckle dusters. I think that's what they call them in Europe. Cool. Move this foot inward a little more. Right. I don't think I missed any details. So, I'm going to copy this, Control C, Control A, Control C, Control D, or just D, I think. That's what I have it set it to. And I'm going to try to line these two up, so. Alright, found a landmark right here. Alright, this is the part where there's so much perspective and flipping and dipping. It's going to be a challenge to keep the proportions right, or just... Even though I tried to fix the proportions on the sketch, it's still... There's some things here. Hey, midnight. 1 hour 30 minutes. And that was I've been streaming 1 hour 30 minutes, including the super long startup with the slideshow and the me having diarrhea of the mouth and just blah 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 blah. Azalea's here. How long have you been there? You've been here for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I should watch my language. Have guests. Yeah, Trapped and Ace. Everybody. Thank you, Azalea22. Yeah, I'm working on this attack. I guess I'll zoom out. What I'll explain my process. Okay, let me. So this is the reference for the height. Sorry, I got to get this all in order. I'm kind of flustered. All right. So I was assigned this animation as a reference. And what I ended up doing was what I ended up doing was sketching over it with this character's design. And it ended up like this. Now, I did make adjustments, considering that it's a bear and he's wearing different clothes. And just to vary up the animations, I didn't go pose for pose, really. Similar, but not the same. Like, his legs are like this and his legs are like this. So, it's totally different. They kind of roll over similarly. But right here, instead of sliding the same frame over, I added a in-between. And since this is how he gets up, he had to get up different than the reference. Now that I've done all of that with the red red sketch lines, I'm going over it again with 1 pixel thick yellow lines that are going to end up being these black lines before I start coloring. So I did the sketch with 2 pixel thick. So red, and then this is how thick 2 pixels are. This is 1 pixel. So I'm adding in all the details, not just the basic shapes that make up the animation, the eyes and everything, the buckles, the fingernails, all that stuff. And so far I've gotten through 1, 2, 3 frames, and it takes me about 8 minutes to go do this lawn art. And there's quite a bit of frames left. Let's count how many frames are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 20. I have 20 frames to do this, so that'd be about 20 times 8. $160 minutes. 1 hour and 40 minutes. 160, 120. No, wait, 2 hours and 180? Wow, I forgot already. Anyway, let's stop doing math. We're drawing. Come on. I am here to lead, not to read. It's a Simpsons movie reference. I'm here to animate, not aggregate. Right. But yeah, I've got Wizzy Whippet Wonderful's music playing. He does remixes of video game music using the Capcom CPS2 soundboard. So he uses sounds from old video games, the old soundboard. So those are the instruments he uses, like old 1990s arcade music. Alright, I'm starting with the nose and the eyes. And I guess these are the ears. So I'll add the ears. This is the brim of the hat. Goggles. The pendant on the hat. right. This is muzzle. I guess it's called a muzzle. Yeah, I've been drawing humans for the past few decades. Mostly Street Fighter characters and Dragon Ball Z characters. So drawing animals is not something I have a lot of practice doing. Oh, wow, these arms are huge. I should have made them smaller. Okay, let's... I guess we'll do that now. All right, now... Got about here. There we go. Yeah, I should have fixed this on the other frame. I mean, on the sketch layer, but it didn't stand out to me, I guess. Sorry, I'm not actually reading the chat at this very moment. I'm trying to get this drawing, but there used to be a feature that read the chat for me. I don't know if it was on Streamlabs or Restream, but it doesn't work anymore. I actually really like that because I could respond without looking up. I like this foot. I guess I'll erase this. And pull this down. Barefoot. He's barefoot. Come on, bear with me. Bear with me. Oh, Isaiah says, I do have things to take care of, but leaving a lurk. Thank you, thank you. So, depending on when you left that message, you didn't hear that bad joke I made. Those bad jokes. Puns. Puns, 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 puns. Sometimes my puns could be unbearable. Alright, let's fit this to the screen. That's 50%? Nah, center. 100% this. How does this look? No. So too small? Hmm. Oh, we had roast yesterday. That's probably what he's eating. My brother's probably warming up roast. That was really good roast. A pot roast. Normal roast takes a while. A pot roast, pretty good. For the amount of time. Well, maybe the coattail could cover a little more because there's some stuff I don't really think looks good. Oh, Ace Joe the Man. You heard that? I'm sorry. So embarrassing. Embarrassing. Ah ha ha ha. There it is. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. I didn't even mean for that one to work. I heard it. Heard it after I said it. Maybe his head's too small. No, that's about. It's the right size. Is it? Sometimes you have to embrace those mistakes. There we go. It's about the right size. At the bottom, his chin down here. There we go. One day this game's gonna be released in homes across the world, and then they'll reference my animation. They'll be referencing my animation, and then they'll be putting all their mistakes, my mistakes in their animation. I'll be like, okay. It's a copy of a copy of a copy. I think I've spent more time on this than I needed to. I don't know if it'll cut back the amount of time I'm gonna put into it when I color it later. Maybe same amount. Wonder if I could reuse this and edit it like I did before. I don't know. Once I shade and color everything, it'll all look different anyway. At least that's what I'm hoping. If this was like actual drawing and not pixel art, you know, I wouldn't do this. But since it's pixel art, you can hide a bunch of stuff. Cutting and pasting and copying. Sad thing is I hate it when they do that on TV. I like, you know, like when people draw every frame. Oh wow, H Joe man. Sorry. I read your comment before, but now I really read the whole thing. I read the part where you said I heard those bad jokes. And then I responded, but golly, I didn't read the part where you said my ears want to fall off. Sorry. I'm sorry about that. My mistake. Right. Okay, I think these look like two different frames. Well, they practically are. Whose theme is this? I don't know if I've heard this before. I don't know if I've heard any of these. This is Spider-Man 2019. Wow, these tracks run. This one's gonna run for 18 minutes and 40. I mean, 18 minutes and 14 seconds. So I've been streaming for hour and 52 minutes, and I am on track 8. Wow. All right. Cool, cool. Actually, I have the chat on my phone showing. Hey, Ryan's here. Hello, Ryan. It's good to see you. I have my phone right here, and I have the chat on my television. Sometimes I'm late with responses, and it's easier to look at the chat to the side than it is to. Well, the internet dropped down to like really low res for a second. But yeah, so, oh, there goes you. But yeah, how you doing? It's late in Chicago. Late night in Chicago. Well, I guess since you're here, I'll go over what I've been doing while you type or just, just hang out. Last stream, I sketched out these red line drawings based on reference of Alex. Right? Some of the proportions were a little off, like the legs were too long on some frames. So I went through and I cleaned up those animations. I mean, these red lines, and made the, tried to get arms and legs and stuff the right size. I added a frame right here in between. Like if you keep looking at the Alex there, you'll notice that he just kind of slides right here. I didn't feel like that was adequate enough for this character, so I added this in between. And there we go. These are pre-existing frames from other animations right here. This is from his get up animation, but I got him a new get up frames from this attack, so it leads into his get up animation. There were shake frames, camera shake frames. I ended up taking those out because the amount of time I was using trying to line up the same frame shaking on screen was taking too long. And I don't think that affects the results, because I think I know camera shakes are done in engine, so I don't have to worry about that. I was just making myself do more work. It looked nice, it added impact, but we're just trying to do the motion right now. We'll let the programmer / coders do that. But after I was done with that, I ended up, I'm trying to get my facts straight. Okay. After I cleaned up the proportions with the red line art that was done with 2 pixel thick pen, right, 2 pixels thick. This is 2 pixels. I'm going over it in yellow on this layer with 1 pixel. So this is how thin I'm making the lines now. See? Yellow lines over the red sketch lines. And at the moment, let's count how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18. 18 frames left. Until I get to color all this line art that I'm doing. But I see something I want to change. There we go. Cool. So yeah, it's kind of like inking. I'm inking. These are just pencils and the yellows to ink in comic book terms. So let me read what you've been up to. Oh, Ryan says, yeah, I'm literally in bed. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you work like 40 hours. Wait, maybe you work a lot. You work over 40 hours a week, and that's not including the work that you do on your comic / manga. Could even say it's an animanga, Animerica manga, animanga. I don't know if that's a word. You can have that word, everyone. Don't worry about Don't copyright it though. Just that works for everyone. Ace the Joe man says, Proto, what have you been for? Where have you been for a month? Because I was busy playing Sonic 1, CD 2, 3, and Knuckles. I've been all over the place. Well, I haven't actually gone anywhere. I've been at home. Memorial Day, family came over. I've been trying to get my car inspected and my tags and stuff for my car. So trying to get some new insurance for it. My car was in the shop actually for a while. I did some planted some seeds and stuff. I need to transplant them or they're gonna die. Some pinto beans. Got some. Yeah, this is weird. I've been doing a lot of stuff. Got some jalapenos that are doing great indoors. I don't even like jalapenos. It's just that they have so many seeds. You know, you buy some jalapenos, you plant them. You know, boom, you got 3 jalapenos. You don't have to buy them anymore. But yeah, boring stuff. I have been doing some work on Hyper Dragon Ball Z, and I've done some voice acting work. Um, I'm doing work on another pixel art game. I can't talk about that though because of NDA. But yeah, just trying to. The thing is, I do so many things, I can't focus. If I was just focused on comics, I could probably get my comic stuff done. If I was only focused on pixel art, probably get that done. If I was just focused on my voice acting, I could focus on that. If I wanted a social media presence, I could be posting artwork on social media all the time. But if I wanted to focus on YouTube, I guess I could. I don't know. Why would I want to work on YouTube? Like I said earlier, I use YouTube to document my work and to advertise my services. It's not to be a YouTuber. It's to, document artwork progression and to advertise my artwork. But yeah, so I've been going out for walks too, just to make sure I exercise because I sit in a chair for so long. But then that's one of the things that gets me, makes these streams not happen. It's like I should stream. It's like, well, I don't want to get hungry on stream, do I? I should eat something. It's kind of rude to be eating on stream. You're hosting a stream. But then it's like, oh, it's getting late. But I'm sure it feels better outside. The sun's starting to set in Texas after 90-degree weather. I should go for a walk while it's like 80 and the sun's still up. But not too high up. You know, like magic hours, like sun setting, but it's not completely dark. I either walk then or I walk in the morning time. But usually when I walk in the morning time, it's because I'm up doing artwork. I'm like, wow, it's 7 a.m. or 6:30. I should go to sleep. And it's like, well, it's nice outside. Go for a walk and then go to sleep. Plus, school's out, so I don't have any kids looking at me while I walk. I don't want to avoid children. Away from me, child. I don't want to be in a lineup. Kid goes missing and they say, cameras caught a guy walking while school hours were going. Oh, no, not me. No, no, no. Stay away from those kids. Stay away from them. You don't have to tell me. Usually when I walk in, there's somebody showing up, like walking in my direction or towards me. I cross the street, man. I'm the one who crosses the street. I actually crossed the street pretty early, too. I just want to avoid awkward situations. Nope, nobody's going to accuse me of anything. Nope. Stay away from me, lady. Where were you on the night of May 7th? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what I did. Where was I on June 7th? Here, I guess. I could exercise inside on the climber. Dude, getting on one of those climber machines, that's like, man, it's super effective. Within the first minute, I'm like, I don't want to even do this anymore. But at least with walking, you get exercise and air. My allergies, dude. Most of the time, I speak out of my nose, kind of. And it's mostly because of my allergies. Anyway, I should read the chat again. I've been going on about this for about 20 minutes. Ace Jodaman says, Proto, what if, yeah, that's what I was answering. Ryan says, I was playing some Tekken game today, Tekken Tag on PlayStation 2, Tekken 6, PlayStation 3, and Tekken 7, PS4. Wow. It's like you're getting ready for a tournament. Either that or you're refreshing yourself on the lore. Because I don't think there's any lore in Tag 2. Yeah. I don't know, Tekken Tag's just fun. Some people just prefer that over Tekken Tag 2. I think there's a lot more mechanics that you could take advantage of in 2. Like the bounding. I really liked it. You do a combo, pop someone up, and then you could hit them down, slam them down, and they'll bounce. And then you could continue the combo from there. I think that was the most time I spent in the lab on a Tekken game, trying to learn how to play it. Except for Tekken 3, you know. That was years ago when I was just really encountering the game and was like, okay, I want to get good at this. All right. I think I'm going to draw this frame for frame. Except for this hand, I think. No. What the heck? Go for it, dude. While you're planting, I'm feeding chickens. Whoa, you have chickens? But you're in Chicago. You live in rural is there a rural Chicago? Oh, I'm doxing you, aren't I? Well, then again, there's like Chicago's such a big place. There's probably like 500 Ryans there. So now where I live is probably like 2 people with my name. Me and somebody else. It's not that hard to find me. That's the worst thing about it. If I did get famous or whatever, like you, man, just someone could. I'd have to pay some money for some security or something. Just look in the local phone book. Oh, there he is. Oh, well, that's the internet for you. Actually, I prefer this, like the last frame of that. So. Oh, H. Joe the Man said, I have taken the time to watch the stream. Ah, ha, ha. Now you're doing bad jokes. Actually, that was pretty good. I didn't catch it until I read it. This is Black Cat's theme, CPS2 original by Wizzy Whip It Wonderful. And which arrangement is this? Final arrangement. But yeah, way forward. The people who make the Mighty Switch Force games. What else? What other games? Shantae, I think they make those. I think they made a few other. I don't know. They made a lot of 2D games. That's what I know. Well, they're hiring for tile artists. You know, like how you can use tiles, pixel tiles. Well, I've never really did that. I've never cared for the way they look. Yeah, 2D games take a long time to make. Especially pixel art games. Like if it was hand drawn, HD, big HD sprites. Well, these are fairly big. Like the ones I'm working on now, I mean. But the smaller they are, the more detail oriented you have to be, because the difference between a pupil and a eye, drawing the pupil of an eye, or just having a completely black eye, or it's just like, or like 3 pixels, you know. But yeah, the bigger the sprites is closer to drawing. Like, this big character right here is really good. But the thing is, like, the bigger they are, the more obvious the details are, so it's harder to skip out on stuff. Like, if I cut and paste stuff, well, it's still pixel art. It may be harder to notice. I think it'll be harder to notice just because of the shading. Shading alone can change a whole bunch. What's good? I should check chat. Oh, Azalea says, going to head out now. Have a great rest of the stream. Good night / day to everyone. Thank you, Azalea. I appreciate you visiting, stopping by, gracing our chat with your presence, and the kind words. Sleep well. Hope to chat with you again soon. Sorry, I'm kind of stoppy with the way I speak because I was in speech class and they told us not to put ums and in our sentences because it's unprofessional. It's like you're searching for words, which I am. If you watch my other streams, you will notice that I say, you know. I think I say you know a lot when I'm trying to make a point. Or I'll say like. I'll say like a lot. You know, like. Hey, that's turned out pretty good. Oh, I say that. That's my catchphrase, I guess. Pretty good. Everything's pretty good. I tend to put conditions on things. That turned out well. It was drawn from, I didn't copy and paste anything, and it's looking consistent to a point. When I start coloring this, it should all come together better. Oh, what? Huh? Okay, earlier Ryan Leonard said, while you are planting, I'm feeding chickens. And then I said, oh, you live in rural Chicago. Rural Chicago. He said, nope, I live in the hood. Trust me, this was not my idea. I show video of them on my TikTok. Wait, so you have chickens in the hood? Chickens in the hood. Wow. They allow that in city limits? That surprises me. Then again, my neighbor, like, we're in city limits, and one of my neighbors, when I was a kid, he, like, in the shed, you know how people have sheds in their backyard? It's just a chicken coop. Whole shed was a chicken coop with bins and stuff for the chickens. Sometimes the chickens would jump the fence. That happens a lot in this city. My tailbones hurt. Ow, ow, ow. I've been sitting down that long? How long? 2 hours and 18 minutes. Oh, I've got like 2 cushions. Hey, check out my shirt. It's a nice shirt. You can Hadouken it. Keyboard. Yeah, I'm using a full keyboard. I've got to press enter and stuff too much to not use it. Well, not really. I did move most of my commands to left hand, but chickens in the hood. That could be a anyway, that could be a mini strip, comic strip. I think I'll go to another frame. Looks awkward. It's supposed to be the arc of the foot. Arch, arc, arch, arc. Dude. How many are left? That one took a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. Wait. No. That's not right. Let's go back. Got to go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 16 frames left. So how many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. 8 of... I've already forgot. Man, my memory's bad. I blame it on concussions from training to be a wrestler, pro wrestler. I didn't even get to wrestle enough. I've got long-lasting mental problems. I don't know. Do the claws? I think these are like legit claws and not nails. I try to find it in between. Spending longer on cleanup than I like to. Yeah, the toenails are about that big. They're huge. It has large talons. The ear here, its ear getting smaller. CPS 2 Originals, Luke. Final arrangement. It's really cool. Wizzy does it again. Save. Ryan Lennart says, yeah, I have 2 chicken coops. One day I got the mail and the mail lady was laughing and saying my box is chirping. And I'm like, what? Turns out that my mother had got chicks from a farm. I was so mad because this is a big responsibility. Yeah, that's true. I don't even want a dog anymore. So far they're doing fine, and one of the adult chickens actually lay eggs, which means I don't have to shop for eggs. Hey, there you go. We have to feed them. But yeah, I don't want the responsibility of livestock or pets. I've decided I'd rather have children. So I'm not going to finish that sentence. not finish that sentence. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Come on. Okay, I'm sorry I gotta say it, but Ryan's hanging out with all the chicks. Chicks dig you, man. I try to resist it, but the puns are too easy. But yeah, that's cool. It's good to have a pet that gives back to you. You know, some people have dogs, you know, for emotional support or hunting or, you know, Michael Vick's case, fighting. But, you know, it's just a Pokemon trainer. You want it to be a Pokemon trainer, but, you know, dog fighting, that's the closest thing, right? Just kidding. But yeah, no one even knows who Michael Vick is anymore. It's an old reference. I mean, come on. What year is it? Michael who? The arena football guy? What? I like this theme. It's Luke's theme, but it's inspired by the Street. I could tell it's inspired by the Street Fighter V select screen. Or is it 4? I think it's 5. Which makes sense because Luke's a Street Fighter V character. But it's not exactly the same. It's better. Yeah, sometimes I'd like to take a break from listening to Wizzy, where I can listen to it later. Just have a whole back catalog of new Wizzy music to listen to. Oh man. You know what? I had this layer unlocked this entire time. If I would have accidentally been... Well, I could have selected and deleted everything, but I like having those red lines there for reference for later, you know. See where you were and see where you ended up, sort of thing. Okay, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. cool. I don't want to do this anymore tonight. 2 hours 33 minutes. That's a long enough stream, right, yo? Sorry. The yo. Sometimes I get in a mood. Not a mood. I get into a mind space where I start ending words with yo or man. I think I picked it up from watching anime where people, some of them have a tick to their speech where they add a word to it. I think Hajime no Ippo has this old guy who says Dani, like as a twitch, like a phrase that he has on his ends of his sentences. Dani. Anyway, I don't think this is that entertaining to watch someone trace. But I think you all get the idea. I've been streaming for around 2 hours and 30 minutes, but I've probably only been working for 2 hours. But I really want to stream on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. See if I could do that. And maybe have the weekends off. Or Friday off. Because I usually do a fighting game stream. That's what I've been doing over It's a Traps Productions channel. On Fridays, I play a fighting game with them. Last Friday, I could be working while I do this. I know I'm losing concentration, but I could be working while I talk. Okay. Last week we played Skullgirls. And the online is really good. I've been playing Street Fighter for the past like 5 years online. And I thought it was my internet connection. I was like, man, I have a bad internet connection. I have to use wire. I have to wire up or I'm not going to play because I don't want to put anyone through the misery of playing me and my bad internet connection. At least that's the way I was saying it. And then I got invited to play Street Fighter, and I started using my brother's copy on Steam. At first I was using my phone to chat, and I was playing on a PlayStation 4. But then I moved to Steam, and we're playing on Steam. And my brother got a new 5G connector and a extender to catch the signal and bounce it back stronger. And I got a stronger Wi-Fi hooked up to my computer. And that helped. But Street Fighter it gave me problems, especially with people who are farther away, like in other countries, intercontinental players. People in other countries. Like, it's Truck Productions. He's in California. And my connection with him was pretty decent. It was okay. But yeah, Danny plays. He's in Europe, I think. And I'd always have problems connecting with him. And he's better than me, so that didn't help. But the first game I played that had rollback netcode with those guys was KOF 15. And it was a big difference. I was like, what? This is what it's like playing with rollback netcode? No wonder people make such a big deal about it. Oh, man. I've been playing Street Fighter exclusively for the past, 5 years. Street Fighter 4. 5, all these years. Because I don't dedicate a lot of time to video games. I forgot how fun they were. I was like, oh, my internet's not good enough. Don't do it. People are going to get mad. Rage quit. No, dude. It's Capcom. That Wi-Fi is better than I thought. I know if I open up too many things on this computer, it'll drop. My signal's wibbly wobbly right now. It's in the orange. Now it's in the red. Now it's in the yellow. You know, but it's over 9,000 kilobytes a second for the most part. Then it'll go to 11,000, whatever. But it stays over 9,000. I'm not going to do the meme. Anyway, with GGPO, I mean, with robot netcode, like Skullgirls and stuff, I was doing really good at Skullgirls, man. You watch that stream, like my microphone was jacked up because reasons. I changed preamps. I'm using that preamp now, but I guess it's the way it's wired or something. It kind of messes up. But yeah, I'm moderately good. I've always told myself, yeah, I'm above average when it comes to performance in fighting games. Because, you know, I just have learned through osmosis. I don't go to the lab training room that much. I just play the game. Like, you know, you go to arcade, you see a game, pick some characters, you know, play them for a while and you figure out everything. I'm more of a pick up and play person, so I don't look up frame data. I don't look up. The most I do is look at the commands, the command list, and I do trials. And if something works in the trials really good, even if I can't do the trial, like half of a trial, like the setups, and I was like, okay, I can get half of that move. And then I know half of another trial. I'll combo all this stuff together, you know? So trials help me a lot. Sometimes I can't find what links, you know? Skullgirls is cool though because the links are easy. It's light. In most cases, it's light, medium, heavy. Like Darkstalkers or Hyper Dragon Ball Z, so it's like, yeah, I don't have to spend forever trying to see what combos. And I am getting more dedicated to my normals. When I first started playing fighting games, I didn't care about normals and how effective they were, or their range, or how fast. I mostly use heavies. I didn't know the difference. Well, I knew there was different speeds, but I was like, well, as long as I hit them. You know, basic jump in, roundhouse, and then sweep. That's about it. Jump in with a roundhouse, crouching roundhouse. And then if they block that, Shoryuken them or something. But yeah, if you go to It's a Trap Productions channel, you could see me play Street Fighter. I mean, Skullgirls. A few years ago, we played Street Fighter. I don't know if I want to play Street Fighter 5 online anymore. After playing games with good netcode, I'm like, I like the characters, I like the game. I don't know if I'll ever play it online again. I still haven't gone through all the arcade modes with single player. That's what I usually do. That's what I've been doing for the past few years, the game. And it's fun. The single player experience is really good now with that game. I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything by not playing online. Except for some fight money. There we go. Okay, Ryan says, okay, sir, it's time for me to turn in. I'm about to go to bed now. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm kind of tired myself. I did another all-nighter and then, well, There needs to be another thing to call all-nighters. That's the sun's up. It's morning time. Let's call it a rise and shine. I did another rise and shine. And so when I went to sleep in the morning, when the mailman, well, no, it wasn't mailman, it was FedEx. FedEx rang the doorbell at 11. I'm like, no, it was 10:30. I was like, well, I guess I'm up. Should have streamed then. I was too tired. I don't want to be on stream tired. I ramble when I'm tired. Oh no, I'm rambling. That must mean I'm tired. I'm out of water. But yeah, I'm gonna edit out. I think I'll keep most of the first half of this video. I might get some good comments, or I'll get, hey, shut up. Just draw. I don't think I got too personal. I just told what I've been up to, more or less, for the past 3 weeks. But yeah, thanks for dropping by, Ryan. Have a good night. I think the best way to watch these long streams I do is to just skim through the timeline mostly. Maybe the start and then the intro and the outro. That's probably the best thing to do. You won't get the nuggets of insight, which are, you know, I don't really have that much experience. I'm mostly a cleanup guy, and I do some light animation, like with, what's that dude's name? The guy in Blazing Strike. I animated his coattail and stuff, you know, the follow-through stuff. I animated follow-through and added some in-betweens and rendered out some stuff. But I wasn't the key animator, you know. Which I'm cool with, you know. I don't really have a reputation for animating at the moment. Yeah, I contemplated deleting the beginning of the stream. I think I'll keep it. It's a lot of talking. You could skip it. But I think it's a pretty good conversation. Like, you know, in the comments. Good conversation. Okay, I'm starting to quiet down now. That's good. Just focus on my art. Yeah, I've been looking for work, and most of the work is 3D CG stuff. And while I have experience doing that, the only thing I've animated as far as a character, Fighter Maker, PlayStation, 1999, I guess. WCW is still around. I animated one of the fighters doing the Razor's Edge as a grab. Did it work in the game? I couldn't use the move, but I could rewatch the animation and it looked really cool. So yeah, I've done frame by frame animation over 20 years ago, I guess. Just a wee lad. Wee lad. I made a ball when in Maya animation, basic animation Maya 9. It might have been 8 or 9. I think it was, I'll say 8. I made a ring of fire that I used to made a bouncing ball go through a ring of fire with the effects particles and stuff. Rendered that out. I used basic Fong shapes, I think they're called Fongs, to create a Mario 64 type character. No, a Mario. It was a Mario with Fong shapes. I used those shapes to create an airplane. I texture mapped a city made out of cubes. I put a background in. I textured the inside of a sphere with sky. But yeah, it was all texture stuff. I made a planet Earth with textures and a sphere node or Fong or whatever. And yeah, that's my experience as far as like animating in computer. So that was probably 2005. In 2014 or 13, I took another animation class with a different teacher with experience in that. I learned how to model with vertices and faces and planes and all that stuff. I learned how to I learned how to model, but I learned how to texture map and unwrap a character, but man, it's so difficult. Unwrapping a character is hard for me. That's probably and I've never rigged a character. And okay, I'll say this. I have difficulty skinning a character, unwrapping a character, and I've never rigged a character. But I have all the programs. I've just never spent the time to do it. Today I was considering going through. I downloaded the program. No, I purchased it. I saw an advertisement for CeeLo a few years ago. It's a program down here. What is it? CeeLo 2. And it's basically like Blender, I guess. I've tried to use Blender because it's free. Every few years, every 10 years, 5 years or whatever, I'll poke in and see what I can do with it. Because it's actually, I hate to say it, but it's I wouldn't say industry standard. Maybe Lightwave or Maya or something. It's a standard. Like if you apply for a job, they're going to ask if you have experience with those. But now that the applications I've seen, I mean, they ask if you have experience with Maya. Not Maya. Well, yeah, something. What am I saying? Blender. That's the point I'm trying to make. They ask if you know Blender. Because I think that so many people learn CG with Blender and it's free. They expect people to know how to use it. Especially after so many generations of being around. There's kind of no excuse to, if you want to do it, the only excuse is like my excuse is the interface. I didn't like the user interface. It's too complicated. I learned how to use Maya. That wasn't Maya. I didn't like that you have to right click things to select it. I'm used to left clicking stuff. It's just little thing, irksome things stop me from pursuing it. Blender. It's bad reasons. But yeah, I think back and I'm like, man, 10 years ago, even farther back, 15 years ago, if I would have just stuck with Blender and actually learned it, I could actually be working in 3D. But my passion was always for 2D. That's why I didn't do it. I always figured I'd get work doing 2D animation anyway. And then I lost hope. I was like, man, all the animation jobs moved overseas, and it's like, well, they've been overseas for years, actually. Animators basically storyboard. They expect you to storyboard out the whole story, but not just simple thumbnails. They want you're basically keyframing. They just say copy these keyframes. That's what I got told, and that's what I keep hearing. They just say. I think it's mainly because of the language barrier, because they're filming it, they're drawing it and animating it overseas. They're trying to get it. They want it as close to what you want as possible. So, the more solid and more solid your thumbnails are of what's going on, the more accurate it'll be. Nothing will be lost in translation. Because I've seen some awkward, like I've seen some awkward thumbnails. I mean, see some awkward animation, like DJ in the USA cartoon. Like I think it's called Street Fighter Poop or whatever. Or you know, it's like a YouTube poop of Street Fighter. There's some weird stuff. I guess they just drew like two thumbnails for the storyboard, and it got people overseas trying to figure out what it means. And wacky stuff happens. I know LaShawn Thomas, he actually, for Boondocks, he was the animation director for it. He actually moved to Korea and learned Korean where he could make sure that the quality of the animation lived up to his standards. So he supervised the animation himself instead of just shipping it overseas. I've never heard anybody doing that. That's dedication right there. But Sean Thomas, that's quite a guy. Started off in comic books. Actually, I think he said he started off in marketing. Drawing marketing stuff. Then he moved to comic books. He drew Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for IDW. Or was it Image? Or Dreamwave. Oh, I think it was Dreamwave. He drew the Dreamwave Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics. Unless there was Image. Before they went to IDW, basically. They were really good. They were based off of the 2003 series. But they were in his art style. It was like kind of a blend of him drawing their style. What, he was using his style to draw their turtles. Very cool. Nobody talks about that. And then he went to being an animation director. It's like, wow. From comic books to story. I think he went storyboarding. Then he went animation directing. I might have skipped something, but I don't think I did. Because most people who work in comics leave comics to make money. Comics are just something you get a reputation in now. Some people say, don't even draw comics. It's a waste of time. You're making other people money with your ideas and your art. You design a character, it doesn't belong to you. One thing you get is credit, street credit, like Todd McFarlane. He drew Venom. He's basically the creator of Venom, but the only thing he did was take the black costume, Spider-Man, put a mouth on him, and bulk him up and give him some claws. It wasn't his idea. He was the visual guy for it. I don't know. Did he co-create Venom? Because at one point, Todd was so popular, he was writing the comics he was drawing. It was drawing at the speed of thought, making up his stories. I think they were 2 comics a week at one point. That's crazy. But yeah, you make money for people in a company, and you don't own the property. Save. I heard that you only get a $5,000 check in royalties when they use your character in a movie or something. People are making millions on your character. You know, here's $5,000. Sure. It's like, oh, it's not your character. It's Marvel's character. It's DC's character. But that's what you sign up for. Sign up for clout, I guess. Is that what it's called? Clout. Name recognition. Just want to say I worked on somebody else's work. Yay. Hooray. It's like, cool. I don't know. That does impress me, though. It used to impress me. I actually did try to get a good comic book portfolio together in 2010? 9, 10, 11. Maybe, yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I look at my art from back then, I'm like, no, you weren't ready. I really didn't draw comics for years. So when I started, I didn't really start until college, early college years. And before that, in high school, I was animating. Junior high school anime, 8th grade until I started drawing 11th grade. Drawing comics probably 11th. Like Dragon Ball Z and stuff on the side. Yeah. At school, I was doing advanced placement art in 11th and 12th grade. I was just dedicated to painting and drawing and stuff then, I guess. I didn't have time to animate. But through middle school and half of high school, so about 5 years, I just animated with a camcorder, just paper, I was drawing fast. I didn't do underdrawings, I just drew. I didn't start doing underdrawings until I think 11th grade, where I sketch and then clean up the line work and stuff. And then I started inking by the time I left high school, I think. No, I started using a darker pencil lead. Yeah, I started drawing with a 4H, and then I finished with a 2B. You know your average number 2, or is that HB? Is HB number 2 lead? Yeah. But I draw with a lighter one, it finished with a darker one because I think I was using an ebony pencil. I don't know how dark that is. But it would be smudged up because I smear my hand around the paper. That's my palm of my hand. You know, that's why this is here. Don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I score the paper when I draw too. I don't have a light touch. I like dig into it. I think it's the way I hold the pencil. I hold it like I'm writing. I think that, was it Arthur Adams? He said hold it like this, like with the pats of your finger. But I like the control of just, you know, like I hold it like this. Can you even see that? Yeah. He said hold it with these pats of your fingers. Right here. Because he said that one thing he noticed is a writer's callus. I mean, an artist callus. I'll zoom in for this because reasons. So there's usually a bump right here from hours and hours of drawing. It's like a callus on your finger. It's because they grip the pen right here. It's laying here, and then this here. And it's hidden here, and it's after so long it just gives him a callus. And he said he didn't have one because he grips with the pad of his fingers. Thumb here, finger here, finger here. And this is how he grips his pen. So it's lighter. It's probably why he doesn't score the paper either. But man, I'm like carving into that paper when I draw, man. No doubt. It's like I just put final lines. This is it. These are the lines. Okay. Save. How long have I been going? 3 hours and 3 minutes. Okay, after I finish this, how many? But yeah, that's kind of why, you know, after a while you can just draw without erasing. Like right now, tracing this. But yeah, I get better results doing an under sketch. But with animation, it's about the motion. So, unless, you know, you're doing limited animation, then people are more impressed by really, really good drawings that are just sitting on screen. Add a hair loop to it. Cape flap loop. That was fast. I can finish this. I'm sitting here thinking about stopping. Just hunker down, get these lines in. Oh, that's something I forgot. But it was National Donut Day the other day. I don't need any donuts. I actually made a banana pudding the other day. I don't need any more sweets. It wasn't that sweet though. It's like 1 box of banana pudding. Takes like 3 cups of milk. And along with that, I whipped some heavy whipping cream. How much? About a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream with some vanilla flavor, imitation vanilla. Sorry, this is what I'm doing. I cook and eat and clean and do stuff, you know, chores and stuff when I'm not streaming. And I folded the whipped cream after. I actually think I whipped the cream too much because it was like starting to chunk up like cheese. I mean, butter. But that's all right. If it's still folded into the pudding, I put the pudding away and folded it in, so it kind of cuts the sugar per serving. But then there's the cookies, the vanilla wafers. So that's sugar right there. But that was enough. It's pretty light flavored. it's not too sweet. So smaller servings, it's not so bad. I really shouldn't be eating that stuff. I'm trying to cut calories more than anything. There's hardly ever anything healthy to eat around here. It's always crackers and bread, tortillas, ramen noodles, whole bunch of ramen noodles, potatoes. Not a lot of low carb stuff. Okay, there's the ear. Here's this flap thing that was up there I might hit. Actually, I should copy this, what I did there. Roll it up. Maybe I should have just undid. I mean, whatever. This. Goggles here. Hat emblem there. This there. This blue thing up here. That there. Hat. Arm here. Rolled up sleeve. Forearm. Knees. Belt. Loop. I'll do this. This might look better. May look better. Yeah, I think that looks more presentable. Toe, toe, toenail, toenail, foot. It's a little bit sloppy, but even though I've cleaned it up, I'm going to have to clean it up again. When I color it. Wrist, hand, grimacing mouth, I'll put 2 there. Grimacing mouth, I'll put 2 here. Knee. Pants, cuffs, toenail, 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 toe, 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 toe. Arc of the foot. Or is it arch? It's arch. I think I said arch earlier, so I'll go with that. Hat brim, nose. Hat. Okay, goggles. Ear. Thing that goes around the ear. Back of the hat. Hat brim. Eyes still closed. Teeth grimace. 2 teeth. Arm. Cupped up sleeves. Yeah, once I get in the zone, I can finish out something easy. It's just getting in the zone. I'm always distracted. I always want to do something else. And it's like, why do I want to do something else? I don't know. Sometimes things seem easier, but I'm good at this. At least I think I am. I've had experience doing this. I'm doing this since 2002. Then again, I've only been animating. I've been animating on paper since 97 or 96. I've only been sprite animating since I've experimented a few times with sprite animation. And but I never actually did a project. Done some stances. When was that? 2000, early 2000s. Wasn't until I started Neko Majin Z that I really started doing some character animations. With a goal. Well, I did animate some Deadpool stuff. I wanted to make a Mugen Deadpool. And then I wanted to make try something simple and update Thrasher, who is in the Street Fighter 6 trailers. Take his frames from Final Fight, the original Final Fight, upgrade them, and see if they could work as well as the ones in the original game. I didn't even finish that. The main reason I started that is because I thought I'd be able to finish it. It's just about, I think he has 22 frames of animation. That's how many sprites they used to get him to do everything he needed. Walking, jumping, attacking, falling down, knockouts, KO. I couldn't do it. But yeah, you really should. Being self-motivated helps a lot, but having a peer group of people to motivate me and cheer me on and help me through hard times, that helps a lot, even if it is just digitally at the moment. Because when I try to figure stuff out on my own, I get stuck. And when I get stuck and I don't ask anyone for help, no one knows I need help, and I just seem like I'm not. I don't know. I'm stuck, and when I get stuck on something, and I try to figure it out myself, I don't make progress. I just kind of freeze. So having help helps. Being accountable to other people helps too. Because sometimes when you're accountable to yourself, you don't show yourself some self-respect. At least that's what I've noticed. So when I started, these were taking 8 minutes. Yeah, that seems about right. Still feel about 8 minutes. Tailbone's starting to hurt. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot this. About here. Looks good. Hat brim. Thumb. Finger. Not really sure what this is. A shoulder? We'll figure it out later. Right. Leg. Pants cuffed up. Booty, booty, booty. Booty, booty, booty. Booty, 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 booty. Right. Coattail. Belt. Belt loop. Erase. Toenail. 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 Toe. 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 Foot. Foot. Heel. Toenail. 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 Knee. Erase. When I start doing these cleanups real fast, that's just to show how fast I'm going as far as drawing parts of the character. That's why I start naming when I'm drawing. It's like, whoa, I drew a finger in less than a second. How much I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. I can have this done before 2 a.m. I need to stretch, dude. Alright, let's see if we can get this done before 2 a.m. I'm thirsty. I was talking. My tailbone hurts, dude. Okay, maybe if I lean forward more. I really don't like... I'm trying to not hunch over so bad. I didn't advertise this stream because it was so late. I was actually prepared because I had no idea how long I'd be doing this. Everyone tells me I should get a schedule and then I could, you know, it'd be easier for people to catch my streams, but golly. Me streaming this late, it's just me making sure I do it. Trying to get rid of excuses and actually do the work. And the excuse is, the usual excuse is it's too late. But people showed up for a little bit at least, so I guess it's not too late. Cool. Yeah, let's do this then. It's that fast. Actually, it's motivational to, you know, tell yourself, hey, look how fast you're drawing this. Here seems a little small. Can't use the eraser, but lasso tool's faster. Nose, mouth. Some button here. Yeah, coloring and rendering is gonna take way longer than this. I don't like that. Yeah, I'll just show the bottom of the foot. It's more the side. I guess that'll be the heel. These are some toes. Some knee. Belt. Coat tail. Bottom of the jaw. I don't know what this is. I still don't know what that is. I'll figure out when I color it though. The shapes will really come out when I color them. Belt loop. It's done. Oh boy. It's here. It's here. That there. Ear. There. Thing around the ear. Bottom of it was there. Guess I'll just have it hang back here. The front of the hat there. Put the goggles there. Put a nose here. Bottom of the mouth. Jaw. Oh, collar. Forgot the collar. Sometimes I watch my replay, I'm just like, I watch the replays of me working on this, and it's like, oh, don't miss that. Don't miss that. Did I miss that? If I missed that, I'm going to go back and fix it now. And it's like, don't miss that. So, yeah, I got it. But you missed that. That might be too big. Whose theme is this? CPS2 original semi-perfect cell. Whoa, 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 that looks weird. All right. Okay, this hit. That's about that size. Maybe it was big here. Cool. All right, it's 2:01 in Texas. I'll put a toe there. Toenail there. One. Wait, nope. Cool, I have more. I thought it was going to be on an empty frame. I had more than I originally thought I did. Okay, one, two. Two more? Hey! They're not these aren't perfect, but they could be perfect later. Right now, I just want them to be done. I guess I'll make the arm a little wider. Wow, that gets slim. So it's about this wide here, and then it's like this thin here. We have to reconcile these two. Oh, I'll just work with the shape, I guess. Cool. Now that'd be at the top of the shoulder. That's a new guitar. That guitar sounds cool. Is that a foot under him? I don't know. It's hard to say. Okay. Right foot's here. Right foot's here. Right foot, toes here. I guess the knee would be over here, just like with him. So this would be, that would be a knee. I'll try to remember that when I start coloring this in. That's a knee. That's a knee. Mario's knee. It's not Mario. It's a joke. Maybe I shouldn't do this, but I just feel like doing this. See what it looks like. Actually, those frames may be better. Yeah, I'll use that. It'll save me some time later, I think. Wrong layer. Lock this layer. Show this layer. Paste. Man, that head's too big, huh? Let's do this. I don't know, it looks about the same size. Something making it look too big. Oh. Make the nose smaller. Wrong nose. Nose is too high. Is that it? Jaw's too big. Okay. It's bad. Let's fix it. Cool. Okay, I'll bend the elbow some more. Yeah, I think this is the last one. Well, duh. Yeah, that's the last one. Toes. Toes. Oh, it's too thick. Hmm. 2:17, huh? Wow. 3 hours, 50 minutes. This is gonna be. This is something. It's something. Save. You know what, I'm gonna copy these to up here. So Control A, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. What controversy? Control C, Control V, 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 Control V, V. Deselect. I'm going to leave these on this layer because it shows all the frames that I didn't use. So let's go through that. Here's frame 1. Wait, I lose count fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 11. 11 out of 35. Okay. So 24? That's a guess. I guess I could just count the frames I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 24. Wow. Good math. Good math. Okay, let's see what we've got in the cleanup layers. Kaboom. 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 Save. Lock that layer. Guess I'll turn this black. There we go. Let's see how it looks. Oh, I forgot the knuckle duster. Or it's on the other side. Do you land on it? Yeah, it's on the other side. Shows up at the end. Cool. Sorry, I'm just marveling at this. I'll be staring at this all night. So, I better wrap this stream up. But I'll leave this on screen. This is really cool to look at. I'm gonna go through the chat and thank everyone who showed up. I was not expecting anyone. I think I looked at my analytics and people usually show up. I did a stream at 12 noon. There were a lot of people here. Now it's summertime, so school's out. So if there's any kids who watch my animation streams, they're going to be able to see it. Not just people who have a day off of work or kids with a sick day. Or people on their lunch break. So I would like to thank It's a Trap Productions for the raid. I think he gave me a raid. I'm not sure if he gave me a raid. I think he gave me a raid though. Is this a fit screen? Yeah, a fit screen. I'd like to thank Ace Joe the Man. Sorry I haven't been streaming, and just, you know, it's priorities and then there's opportunities. Priorities and opportunities. I didn't want to let opportunities slip pass me by. So I went after those opportunities. And it led me here, right back where I always was. What else? Who else? Azalea22. I was not expecting to see you, Azalea22. I don't know how you knew I was here. I've made some art for you in the past. I don't know if someone told you about me or if you follow me. I am honored to be followed by anyone with over 1,000K. Even you, Alexander Trapp. You know, yeah. I know you have over 1K, Alexander Trapp, but it's a Trap Productions. But this is Azalea. Come on, this is Azalea, man. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Ryan Leonard. I always appreciate your support, Ryan. You're a creative person like me. But the difference is you're focused. Like, you take the brunt of the world on you, you know, and you're still able to get through. You don't take excuses. You don't make excuses. That's the thing that's so great about you. You don't make excuses. You power through, and you get what you strive for. You see a goal, and no matter if it's work or family stuff or chickens, you find time to make your dreams come true. You turn your dreams from a dream to a reality. You realize what you dream. You manifest your dreams into reality. Hopes are just hopes. They're fantasies, but actions, goals are something that you strive for, and you do it. You do it. So every time you release a book, yeah, I think that it doesn't make me feel bad. It just makes me, I appreciate the book. I buy your books. I enjoy your artwork and books. But I look back at myself on an introspective place. Any excuses I have, they just feel, any excuse I make, the answer is, well, Ryan's able to do it. Why can't you? Well, I'm doing this. Well, Ryan's working over 40 hours a week. He finds time for his comic and printing and publishing and merchandising. Why can't you? What do you have? You don't have that. It's like, well, this came up, and it's okay, whatever, sure. And I still don't find time for comic books. I just draw slow, I guess. But then I just animated this. But that was tracing. No, it wasn't tracing. It was finishing lines. Anyway, yeah, you're inspiration, man. You're on your third. You've published 3 books, and you're on your 4th book, and everyone gets better. You know, that's the way to do it. I need to do that, man. I need my comic book. I just want my ideas to be stories people can enjoy, not just ideas. I need them to not be ideas anymore. I need them to manifest into books, entertainment, something to share with the world, and see what the world gives me back. Not just money, but see if people enjoy my work. So, I've been streaming for 3 hours and 58 minutes. I'm going to edit out the B-roll stuff at the start, the slideshow, but I appreciate you all. You're all very good people. Well, I appreciate your kindness. You're polite people. You're very kind people. I'll say that. I'm not going to make a judgment about your character, but you have good taste. So, until next time. Here on Alpha Proto, we're going to color. Haha, it was a fake out. I faked myself out. I didn't even know I was going to. Next time on Alpha Proto, we're going to fill in this animation with colors and change the line art to black and make any adjustments we need to. But until next time, thank you for spending the time to watch me move little pixels around. Until next time, be seeing you. Stay out of trouble.